God identified himself with a lion. Why? God made the lion, and he knew what the lion's nature was like. So there's certain qualities of the lion that God identified himself with. The lion is what? Brave and courageous. So the Bible calls Jesus the Lion of Judah. God says that he sat upon the throne, and it was the lion that sat upon the throne when John saw him. So it was really an animal. It was talking about the qualities he saw. He saw courage. He saw boldness. He saw confidence. That's how lions are. Then God identified himself also with another animal, an eagle. He said, I will carry you like an eagle carries her young ones. I will stir you up like an eagle stirs. And so God called himself like an eagle. An eagle is a unique bird. The qualities of an eagle are very clear. An eagle is very confident. It's the most powerful bird in the bird kingdom. It has a vision better than any other bird, and it only eats living things. In other words, fresh killed meat. And an eagle can fly the highest of any other bird, and is more powerful. In other words, God identified himself with the qualities that that bird that he made has. Now I'm saying this for a reason. Here we find God identifying himself also with a ruler quality called king. Which means to understand God, you got to study the qualities of a king. Otherwise, you'll miss what God is like. Is that clear? Now, God could have said, for unto us a mayor is born. Or maybe a president is born, or a prime minister. He could have said that. And then we had to study prime ministers. But God didn't say that. God says that he is a king. So you got to study what a king is like to understand God. And then he says that he came to bring a kingdom. He identified his government rulership with kingdom. He didn't identify it with a republic or a democracy. Nor did he identify it with communism or socialism. He could have done that, but he didn't. He identified it with a kingdom. And that's why it's impossible to understand this Bible until you first understand what a king is and what a kingdom is. Is that clear? That is why we must study this. If you don't do that way, you will read the Bible, have your own conclusions, and walk away with your own interpretation, and you'll miss what God meant.